Hello friends, welcome to a get ready with me video. I have not filmed a get ready with me in so long. I am getting ready to go out for Jackie's birthday tonight. Literally just going for Thai food, like it's super casual, but I was sitting down to put my makeup on and I thought, you know what, like let's chill with the fam, let's hang, let's get ready together. So I turned on the camera and here we are. I just jumped out of the shower. My skin is feeling very dry, so I'm gonna go ahead here and do my kind of everyday skincare routine that I've been doing recently. So I'm gonna start with the Sunday Riley Vitamin C CEO Serum. And yes, I did just pick the crap out of my face, so we're just ignoring that at the moment, okay? Oh, I love this stuff. It smells like mandarin oranges. It's so refreshing. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Last thing for skincare is just a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I've got a little drinky poo here with me. This is a neutral. It is a mango flavor. I did not buy this. It just appeared in my fridge somehow. There isn't really much else in there for me to drink, and I felt like having a little bevy with you guys, so we're gonna do this one. I'm kind of over the neutrals or soda drinks. They just, I don't know, I overdid them the last few summers. They make my tummy hurt if I drink too many of them, and I'm just like not really into the flavor these days, but it'll do me good for today. So cheers. Tastes like sunscreen. Okay, I'm feeling like I want to start with my eye makeup today, so let's do that. I'm gonna go in with a eyeshadow primer. I'm trying to use up this Rare Beauty one because I've actually already replaced it. I bought the Laura Mercier for my wedding day, and this one is so much better. But obviously I want to use this up first, so let's go in with this. Okay, and then for eyeshadow today, I think I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. I have been loving this all year this year. I think this might be my favorite palette of the year. Just really love the tones in here, and it has just really impressed me. I fell in love last year with the ABH Resi palette, and I was so impressed with the quality of the shadows and also the colors. Like, I just find the colors in here so flattering, and I feel the same way about this one. Although they're very different color stories, I'm just so impressed by the shades here. I'm so late on the Anastasia eyeshadow palette bandwagon, but I get why they were so popular there for a minute. They're just really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna start with this shade right here called Mango. And I'm gonna use this kind of up above my crease here. And then just kind of fill in the lid with it as well. Just with whatever's left on the brush. I have not filmed on this camera in ages. I'm trying to keep myself in focus, you guys. If I come out of focus, I'm really sorry. I don't have a automatic zoom like focus on this camera, so I have to manually focus it myself. Sometimes I get so into either chatting with you or doing my makeup that I forget to pay attention to that, especially when I haven't filmed in a while. I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush with no product on it and just use that to blend out the edges so it's really nice and soft and diffused. I really don't want to go overboard on my makeup. I have a feeling everyone's makeup will be pretty casual this evening, so I don't want to stand out too much, but also I am in the mood to play, so we'll land somewhere in between. Okay, so next I'm gonna take Grapefruit, which is this great big thing here that's meant to be a blush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that in there as well. I just kind of wanted to have a bit more of that pink feel. I'm gonna keep this just pretty high up here. And then I think I'm just gonna go right in with a shimmer. So I'm gonna go into Peony, this pink one down on the bottom here. The sparkles in here are really fine. They catch the light so nicely, but they're really subtle. Like, it doesn't look like you have a super glittery eye, but the shine is really there. So I'm taking that all the way across the lid. I swear, my neighbors pull out their drill as soon as they hear me filming. What is up with that? I haven't heard drilling in who even knows how long. Probably since the last time I was filming a Get Ready With Me video. But there it is. Okay, there we go. Next, I'm going to take a darker color. Let's go Claret over here. This kind of reddy, purpley brown color. And I'm just gonna add that to the outer corner. Oh yeah, that's really a purple, isn't it? So it's November. November is always a crazy month for me. I think I have an affinity for Scorpios because literally 4 out of my 5 bridesmaids have birthdays in November. I don't know if they're all Scorpios, but I have an affinity for people who are born in November. 4? No. Kira, Jackie, Sabrina. Yeah, 4 of them. That's crazy. So it's Jackie's birthday today, November 9th. And then next week is Sabrina's birthday. And then Kira and Courtney both have birthdays on November 30th this year. Those aren't the only birthdays of friends who I'm celebrating this month. Those are just like the people closest to me. So there's a lot. It's also pre-planning time usually for Vlogmas. I usually like to do some pre-filming so that I have some backup videos for Vlogmas so that if I don't feel like vlogging one day, I have a video to put up. I like to do kind of year-end wrap-up videos, like my favorite products of the year or on like holiday makeup looks and things like that. So I'll be probably starting that next week because Will and I are actually going on a honeymoon at the end of November, which is very exciting. We are going to Barcelona. I'm just gonna take the lightest color in here, rose water, on my finger and add just a tiny bit of that right to the center. And then just kind of blend out the edges softly so they're not so harsh. It took us so long to decide what we wanted to do for a honeymoon. We could not decide between like a beach stay or like a city adventure. I'm gonna use this little guy right here for my eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner in the color Walk of No Shame. It is so pretty and I hardly have any left, which is so sad. But I did just order a bunch of new eyeliners in the Sephora sale and I did try to get a color that I felt like would be a dupe for this. So I'm hoping that that is the case because that would be very exciting. It's just like, it hurts me to spend like over $30 on an eyeliner when other ones exist for like half the price, you know? So yeah, we had originally planned on a really adventurous, super fun honeymoon. A trip that Will and I have on our bucket lists is to visit Germany at Christmas time. So we have this vision of us riding the trains from like city to city and going to all of the different Christmas markets. And so because of the time of year, we were really thinking it was like the perfect time to do that this year and do it for our honeymoon. And then I figured we could end the trip in Berlin and do like New Year's Eve in Berlin, which I felt like would have been so fun. But as we got kind of heavy into the wedding planning, I realized why everyone goes on a tropical resort vacation after their wedding, because nobody wants to plan this other huge thing when they're already planning this like huge life event, meaning the wedding. So I just couldn't bring myself to like plan another thing that was so intricate and complicated as like a train trip around Germany. So we started looking at resorts and we couldn't figure out where we wanted to go to relax. And then we got this really exciting invitation from Will's dad. Every few years we go on a Mexican resort trip with his dad and a bunch of his dad's friends. And so his dad invited us on that trip again this year, which is happening in January. So that kind of helped us decide like, okay, we're gonna do like the beachy resort thing. Let's look at cities to do for the honeymoon instead. So Barcelona is a city that's been really high on Will's list of places to visit. And we started looking into cities all over the world, and some of the places we wanted to go, like Turkey and Bali, or maybe back to Thailand, were just these crazy expensive and long flights. So Barcelona just seemed like kind of the perfect in between. We're gonna get a little bit of distance. We're gonna get to visit this really amazing city. It's gonna be nice there, like 20 degrees, which is not beach weather, but better than the weather here and very comfortable for sleeping and walking around the city and all that. We're also going at the end of November, which is like tourist dead zone. I mean, I'm sure there will be plenty of tourists there at that time, but it's really not like tourist season, so that's gonna be great. I just drew a little wing with the eyeliner pencil and then just kind of smudged it out and softened it with this little flat definer brush, which is great for that. Freaking love that eyeliner. It's like a purpley reddy tone. Love. Alrighty, let me give these lashes a curl and then I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I'm gonna do Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. It's coming up so soon. We're literally leaving, not this weekend, but next weekend. We're going for 10 days and I will be vlogging. So those videos will be coming soon as well. If you guys have any recommendations for things to do, places to go, restaurants, bars, all of that kind of stuff, definitely let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's get some foundation on this face, shall we? I have been wearing this most days. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I bought this to test it out for my makeup kit and I'm feeling like it's not going to be the one to replace the Magic foundation in there, but I do still like it. So I've been using it. The next foundation I think I'm gonna try for my kit is from a brand called Face Atelier. It is a pro brand and it's been recommended to me multiple times by multiple people. So I'm feeling like I need to give it a go. I almost bought a tube of it once and then they had like weird sizes and I didn't know what size I should buy, like what was going on with that. So then I ended up not ordering it and then I kind of forgot about it until someone recommended it again to me recently. So I will try that out with you guys once I actually finally order it in. My work is really starting to slow down a bit, which is nice. It's nice to have a little bit of a change of pace. I worked pretty much every weekend except for like a couple of weekends that I had booked off from May until the end of October. So it was kind of madness, so many weddings, and kind of the only thing I could focus on when it came to my business was just like getting through wedding season. I wasn't really doing much marketing. I need to do some updates to my website. I want to do a rebrand with my new last name. So I have all of that stuff to work on. So now that the weddings are kind of easing up, I'm going to have time to kind of do more of the admin side of things. I'm looking forward to that. I do still have 2 weddings left this year. I have one this Saturday and then one in December. And then I'm booking into next year for weddings, which is so crazy. It's nice though to get a little break from like basically doing the same look over and over again. Everyone for weddings, like, and fair enough, kind of asks for like the same version or for different versions of the same look. So it's fine, it's good. Like, I like doing it, but it's just gonna be nice to change it up a little bit. I did a creative this week where I worked with a photographer and a model to get some photos for her book. So I'll have those photos coming into Instagram soon. And yeah, I'd like to just book a few more creatives and get some more maybe commercial work happening over the next few months just to kind of change things up a little bit. So I do really like the way that this foundation looks when I first apply it. I think it looks actually great and it looks really beautiful in photos, but I don't love the way it wears long term. I just feel like I look a little too oily, which I'm a dewy skin loving gal. So for me to feel like it's too oily after a few hours, I feel like on anyone who has like normal to oily skin, like it's just too much, and I need something a little bit more matte, a little bit more versatile, something that will work for everybody. So not one for my kit, but something that I'm enjoying using on myself for now. I'm gonna go ahead with some concealer next. I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer when I've been using this foundation. I just feel like the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin doesn't give enough coverage. When I have a full coverage foundation on, I want to also match that with a full coverage concealer. So I've been using these two together. This is my favorite concealer. I love it so much. I'm gonna use it to just add a little bit of extra coverage to these little acne marks as well. I literally just got concealer all over my little winged eyeliner here. Ugh. I'm excited for dinner. I'm feeling hungry. We're going to Khao San Road, which is a really super popular Thai restaurant here in Toronto. I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder in shade number 1. I think actually I'll use this to set my whole face. And then I'm also gonna go ahead with this new brightening powder from Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush, what is this called? Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish. I'm having some paranoid thoughts about this product because it's so white, and I'm almost certain that this would give some pretty brutal flashback in flash photography. And when I was doing my wedding makeup, I remember like sitting here contemplating whether I should use this or not, because I was thinking like, no, I'm sure Charlotte has it figured out where she has a brightening powder that is not going to give flashback. But then I was also like, should I risk it? And then I remember asking Nikki and Karma, and they were like, I don't think so. And then I'm just very paranoid that I went ahead and used it, when like in reality, I feel like anything white is gonna give flashback in flash photography. Our photographers shot a lot of our photography with a film camera. We paid extra for them to shoot on digital and on film. So those cameras are like the worst for flashback. So I'm just like so paranoid that I used this when I shouldn't have, and it's gonna be so long until we get our pictures back. Our photographers gave us no inkling of like when we would get them, no promises whatsoever. And they were just posting pictures on their Instagram this week from people who had their wedding in June. So that was like 5 months ago. So I'm feeling like now that wedding season is probably wrapping up for them as well, they'll probably be able to edit their work faster. But I feel like we are still many months away from getting our photos back. And between now and then, I'm just going to be so paranoid about, did I use this powder or not? And if I did, is it going to give me terrible flashback in my photos? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Alrighty, let's finish up this eye makeup, shall we? I'm just going to take this fluffy brush here, and I'm going to dip it into Grapefruit first, the big pink blush color here, and I'm gonna run that along my lower lash line. Man, I totally erased the wing on this side. I'm so annoyed with myself. I feel like me attempting to fix it right now too is literally just gonna make it worse, but let's see what happens. Okay. That did something, and that could be worse, so let's leave it at that. Back to the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with Claret, the dark color that we used on top, and I'm gonna use that just on the outer corner on the bottom here. And then I'm thinking I want a nude in my waterline, so I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Cheat in the color Eye Cheat. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Rockin' Cool eyeliner in the color Eye Cheat. Finally, let's do a coat of mascara on those lower lashes. I feel like my lashes are looking extra stubby at the moment, and it's so funny because I swear not that long ago I was putting mascara on them and thinking, wow, my lashes are so long and luscious. I feel like you just go through phases. Like, I think that is actually what happens. They kind of grow and then fall out. So there is like different stages to your lashes, and I'm just in a little short, stumpy stage right now, which is sad. All right, I've been quite lazy with my face makeup recently. I've just been using this big Charlotte Tilbury bronzer on a great big bronzer brush and literally just kind of smacking this all over. So I'm gonna add some of this to my temples and then on my cheeks. And I just like to tap that so that I don't disturb the foundation underneath. I have this in shade 2, I believe. Yeah. And then I'm also gonna take this down my neck and along my jaw. This is all very imprecise. Let's take care of these brows. So I'm gonna just do what I do for my brows literally every single day, which is to start with the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Oh, I just put way too much product in there. Whoops, gross. And then I'm gonna use the Glossier Boy Brow, my favorite. Comb that through. And it's catching on all that extra wax from the brow freeze that I accidentally put in, so I'm gonna have to go in and kind of clean that up a bit afterwards. Looks pretty good on camera at least. Okay, for highlighter, I'm just gonna use the first one I see here, which is this Dior Backstage palette that I have. I'm gonna use just these 3 colors all mixed together and add some of that to the tops of my cheekbones. This highlight's really nice and subtle. It's not super blingy or dramatic. It just gives a really beautiful soft glow. I'm gonna add a little bit of that down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm gonna just take the lightest color in the palette here and add that to the inner corner of my eye. All right, we are getting somewhere. We are going places here, people. I'm really digging this like cherry berry eye look that's happening here. I just really am a pink eyeshadow gal, aren't I, you guys? Let's toss on some blush. I'm thinking the Merit cream blush in the color Cheeky. Is that gonna go? I feel like it might be a little cool toned. Like, I feel like I wish this look was a little more cool toned than it really is. So let's do instead, I've been really loving this one again. I've been wearing it most days. The Rare Beauty in Nearly Apricot. Freaking cutest package ever. Like, literally little Polly Pocket. Freaking love it. I'm gonna take the little butt of my sponge and... Whoops. It's hard to film and talk and do makeup at the same time. I just put on way too much of that, but that's easy to fix. That's the amazing thing about cream products, is you can literally just continuously blend them into the skin and just tone it right down. Okay, beautiful. And then I got a new lip product in the mail today. Let me grab it. This is the only thing I ordered for myself in the Sephora sale. Everything else I got was for my makeup kit. I got one of these Tarte Juicy Lips. They've been blowing up online for months now, and I actually had a client who wanted to wear it for her lip once at work, and it was just so lovely on her, so like juicy. I tried it out today and I actually hate the taste of it. Like, it tastes really artificial and waxy, and it has like this gross coconut taste. Like, at first that smell is nice, but then when you just taste it all day, not the best. So I don't love that about it, but let me show you what it looks like. I think before I go in with that, I do just want to add a little bit of lip liner. I'm just gonna grab kind of the first, no, not that one. I've got this one from YSL here. This is 70 La New. Okay, and then here's the Tarte Juicy Lip. I have mine in the color Rose. It described it as a beigey pink. I don't see much beige. It really is like a Your Lips but better kind of color, and it just has so much shine to it. And I put it on today when I was cleaning and I felt like it stayed on my lips for quite a while as well, which is great. That's what that guy looks like. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up my makeup. Let me spray everything down with some setting spray. This is feeling almost empty, so hopefully I can get something out of here. Yep, that was the end of it. I don't think I'm really gonna do anything with my hair besides just like take it down out of this clip. So I'm gonna get dressed, fix up my hair, and then we'll come back to show you the finished look. And there we are, I am ready to go. Can I show you what I'm wearing? I have on my little Thrasher tee that I chopped recently, and I'm wearing the jeans that I wear literally every single day. These are Good American wide leg 90s jeans with big rips in the knees. You get the vibe. And then I got this little belt, which I think I got on Boohoo like years and years ago. It's the only belt I have, so if I'm ever belting anything, it's always gonna be this one. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you had fun getting ready with me today. I had fun getting ready with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.